Hi guys, it's Chris here from Bloke Who Travels a lot, and today we're in Barcelona, and there's no specifically today. We're going to try and see as much as we can. Because Barcelona is really one of those cities you have to visit. It's right up there with Rome, Paris and Luton. And from the UK, it's really easy to get to. With 10 UK airports offering direct flights, often under £20 each way, it's not going to break the bank. Now, of course, some bloke here took a different route. I flew from Manchester to Milan, the train to Genoa, then a cruise ship to Barcelona via Marseille before I arrived in Barcelona. I was flying back to Manchester the next day, but that left me a full 24 hours to explore. Now, first stop was my hotel, the Novotel City Center, and what a great hotel it is. You can find out for yourself by watching the full hotel review, link in the description below. And those wonderful people at the Barcelona Novotel set my day up perfectly, as it was 10 a.m. when I arrived, and I was expecting to be leaving my bags with them, but I'd emailed requesting an early check-in, and that's exactly what they provided. So by 10:30 I was checked in, bags in my room, and I was stood outside typing in the Sagrada Familia to Google Maps. So I had a very pleasurable 20-minute stroll through the Parc de Gloris, and I arrived at the Sagrada. No surprises, it was busy. Not only is it one of the top attractions in Barcelona, there was of course a cruise ship in town. So I headed to one of my day out must-do places, a market. And Barcelona is home to some wonderful markets. And on any visit to Barcelona, I recommend taking time to wander through at least one. So I did, the Merkat de San Antoni. The only problem with these markets is they're going to make you hungry. And the plan for lunch was always going to be tapas, of course, but a little red wine. And it was a bit too early for that. But as the Venetian towers were only a 20-minute walk away, they came first. Now, the Venetian towers were on my bucket list for the day, as I thought they would make an excellent poster, which certainly they would. But I don't think I did them justice. So for now, they won't be appearing in my Etsy poster shop. Do you see what I did there? A seamless plug for my Etsy shop. And yes, you guessed it. There is a link in the description below. Well, it really was now time for lunch. And I wanted special. So TripAdvisor, no. Google, no. ChatGPT, no. I could be all three. I texted my mate Dave. Now, Dave had spent a few months last year in Barcelona as part of the America's Cup, and I knew he wouldn't have wasted his time. Text came back almost instantly. Anchotin, tapas to die for. Well, Dave certainly didn't let me down, and neither did Anchotin. It was one of the best, if not the best, tapas meals I have had. The bustle, the buzz, the service, and of course, the food. Now, I had one final mission to complete on my day in Barcelona. I needed to photograph my cruise ship that I'd arrived on that morning. So I had some thumbnails for the videos I'd made on that cruise ship. Why not photograph it in the port, you ask? Well, this is why. It's the MSC Grandiosa. It's 177,000 tons of her. So I spoke to ChatGPT, explaining my problem. And good old AI came back with Castle Montiac. I do like a castle, so I didn't need to be told twice. And it was back to Google Maps this time for a metro ride, then a cable car. Now, the metro is a great way to get around Barcelona. You get a TDIA ticket for the day or multi-days, €12 for the daily pass zone 1. But this won't get you to the airport. That was another €6 the next day. And if you're flying in and out of Barcelona for a few days, then at the airport or online buy a Hola pass, and that gives you, for €18, gives you 2 days unlimited travel on buses, trams and metro travel to and from the airport. Now, I found the metro clean, safe and easy to use. Now, entertainment is included in the price of the fare.
Copyright,
but I thought this young lady deserved
loudly
€2
over this clip to stop it being copyright protected, because YouTube has its reasons, copyright protection has its reasons, but therefore I have to talk loudly over this clip.
Well, I got my picture. What do you think? Will that make a good thumbnail? I'll tell you what though, the views up here are stunning. As are the views of Barcelona coming up on the cable car. Well worth being blown about a little bit. And after a very pleasant hour or two exploring the castle, I braved the windy cable car and headed back to the Novotel. I had the hotel's restaurant or room service to review. Now, after 3 days of non-stop filming and exploring, my step count was huge. I was shattered, so I chose the room service option and had an early night. Some bloke Barcelona nights will have to wait for my next visit. But I think I had a great full-on Barcelona day. Some bloke was very happy. Now, if you're very happy and you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you'd like to see more of my travels, then do please consider subscribing. It is free, of course. And if you ring the bell, YouTube will notify you when I post my next video. Adios for now, and thank you very much for watching, and happy travels.